here to save the day. In the sector, gonna pave the way. Shining bright like a star. Riley's gonna take us far. Dancing under neon lights. Riley's got the power, feeling right. No one can resist that smile. Hero of the sector, all in style. Riley, our hero in the sector.
There we go.
Come on, baby, let's do the grift. Oh, come on, baby, let's do the grift. Take me by my little hand and grift like this. Grift, baby, grift, baby, grift, baby, grift, baby, time for the grift, it's time for that grift, baby. You know you gotta grift. Come on, baby, take my little hand and grift like this.
Well,
And welcome to the world famous Tuesday Night Grift. We got technical difficulties already, but I am your new host, Frog Tony, and I will be here from now until the ending of time. That's right. We've taken over the Tuesday Night Grift. We stole it from Vito Giswaldi. We stole his music. We stole his logo. We stole his name. The show is ours. I am the Grifter now. And joining me tonight is my number two man, my right-hand man on my left side, none other than the Aaron World Order. What's up, Aaron?
Oh, I'm doing good. Been some time. Been busy on my channel.
You have. It's been a while, but hey, here you are. We're back. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to be talking about the Fandom Menace, how they want to have them demonetized.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
We're going to discuss some other things. We got what we got on tap. We got three things on tap. We got the Jenna Ortega saying she wants her own female led things rather than turning male things into female things. So we're going to discuss that. And of course, we got the woke content list. That's right. The curated list of all the games that are approved anti-woke. We're going to go through that. That should be a good old time. Guys, this is the pilot episode of the new era. This is the prototype, if you will. It was spur of the moment, off the cuff. We didn't plan it. There was nothing said. I had to call Aaron last minute. I was like, Aaron, I'm tagging you in. I need a backup. But we're here and we're going to do it. And we're going to handle it. Hopefully it goes well. If it goes well, we're going to be here every Tuesday. Like I said, unless Vito hands us a C&D, a cease and desist, we're stealing his show. That's right. It's ours. It's ours.
Tomorrow, Tony. Tomorrow, Tony. You have to check.
No. All right. So as you can see, we're doing things a little different from the norm because this is the Tuesday Night Grift. So we'll be reading all super chats. Should we get some at the end of the show? We don't want to interrupt the flow of Aaron's thought consciousness. Stimulated's only here for you, Aaron. So that's a good thing. That's one extra viewer. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Hey, Simulated man. What's up? I'm sorry. We're having a DM chat.
You're chatting in DMs. Jeez. All right. I guess we should just get to it, right? Hey, why waste time? Let's see what's going on. Obviously, we're gonna, be a little more fancier next week. We'll have better music. We'll have better guests. Not that Aaron's not a good guest, but we will have great things next week. All right. So this is the little Dear Team YouTube thing, right? Obviously, this is a couple days out of date. Again, I didn't have anything prepared. I had to scramble for some grifting topics. It says, Dear Team YouTube, last week, actor Amandla Steinberg, she, they. Well, thanks. I didn't realize she was a she, they. Did you know that, Aaron? Were you aware of this?
I didn't know she had pronouns. I thought it was just... Yeah. I really don't pay attention to her. I mean, I pay attention to her, but I really don't pay attention to her personal stuff. Like her personal, what she calls herself.
Yeah, we're 5 words in, and I'm already like, this is too much. Guys, I don't need to know her personal pronouns in a story that you're writing.
Yeah.
If you know them,
Just the name. Yeah, just
well, forget using your name. If you know them, if you know her pronouns, and you're like, oh, she's got to use special pronouns and shit, right? You're the writer. Just write it in there. I have to. I'm the reader. It's not like I'm going to change the words. Like you're going to put she, her, and then I'm going to see her. I'm going to like, no, it's supposed to be they, and I'm going to mentally change. Just fucking write they. You're the guy writing it. You're the guy who's doing all the things. I don't need to know her fucking pronouns in order to read this fucking article. Anyway, posted candid comments to Instagram about the, quote, rampage of ... bigotry and vitriol that she received since leading the cast of The Acolyte. The latest addition to the Star Wars universe. Steinberg's experience is not new. In fact, this known tactic was initially provoked by former Breitbart news editor Milo Yiannopoulos, a raging homosexual. Did you know that, Aaron?
I knew he was homosexual.
You didn't know he was raging, though, right? That was the part that was confusing. Like, you knew he was gay, just not he was raging.
I heard of him before, but didn't see seen a little bit of him. I didn't think it was not much of him to make that opinion.
Finbar says background is wrong. You want me to change the back? I don't have a special background for this, Finbar.
It's fine. Yeah, you got the lily pads. It's for frog. It's perfect for a frog.
Pirate, we got a desert island.
It's not blinded.
And we go black. Is that what, confetti? Is confetti better for you? How about we just stick with the pond? How's that sound? Yeah. Get Aaron off the panel. He's a shill for Star Wars. Oh shit!
I'm not a shill for Star
Wars. Griff background or get the fuck. We'll get it next week. When I was stealing, when I snuck into Vito's house and stole the sounds and the name, I forgot the background. I was like, shit, I knew I forgot something. But we'll get it. All right. Now, where were we? Yeah. Who aggressively targeted Ghostbusters actor Leslie. Ooh, isn't this wrong? Shouldn't it be Ghostbusters actress? Isn't she a woman? Isn't Leslie Jones a woman? I know she doesn't really look like a woman, but I thought she was. Under the guise of film criticism. After prolonged insults against her Ghostbusters character resulted in harassment against Jones on Twitter, Yiannopoulos claimed Jones was, quote, playing the victim when she called for action against the harassment. The aggressive gaslighting of Jones's experience resulted in Yiannopoulos being banned from Twitter. Oh, man. 8 years later, Yiannopoulos' playbook against marginalized actors has burgeoned into a multi-million-dollar business on YouTube, which has been permitted to develop unchecked with the help of the YouTube Partner Program. This playbook's biggest target, Star Wars. How is Star Wars the biggest target, considering that there's less Star Wars movies than there are, like, say, Marvel movies, right?
My guess is 40 years, 40, 50 years.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, you could only be mad at Star Wars. What? There was 3 new movies, those 5 movies. 5, yeah. And now these, like, TV shows, right? So it's like maybe 9 properties of Star Wars that really they go aggressive towards, right? Whereas, like, the Marvel movies, that's been at least, like, 10, right?
Marvel movie. Oh, there's been I think there's been 11 Marvel movies. Me and Blinded did this the other day. We counted how many Marvel movies are in total, and we did from like 2021 because that's when the first one was Black Widow, right? I think it's been 10 or 11 since Phase 4 started.
Yeah, plus the TV shows. Right?
Yeah, and the TV shows. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying there's got to be more fucking Marvel than Star Wars, but whatever. As fans of the Star Wars franchise, we have tirelessly witnessed a handful of YouTube creators continuously. This is so stupid. That's why I'm having trouble reading it. My brain cannot comprehend the stupidity that I'm reading, so it's telling my mouth to not read it. Witnessed a handful of YouTube creators continuously drive prolonged insults and harassment against marginalized actors and members of our community. Enough is enough, Aaron. We're not going to take it anymore. Woo! The Star Wars fandom demands that YouTube enforce its community guidelines against, quote, prolonged insults. Damn, no, don't do that, because they're going to come get me, right? First, they came for the Star Wars guys, and then I didn't say nothing because I wasn't a Star Wars guy, but then they came for the assholes, and shit, that's me. I'm an asshole. Hell, I'm stealing someone's show right now. and incitement of targeted harassment towards women of color by demonetizing YouTube channels Geeks Plus Gamers, Ryan Kinnell, the RK Outpost, and Nerdrotic. Dun, dun, dun. So first off, I don't think this would do anything, right? In all due reality, Geeks and Gamers is probably way too big. They probably make more money outside of the YouTube partner program, if we're being honest, right? Nerdrotic, probably the same thing, because they all have, subscribe stars, fucking Patreons, other ways to support them. So even if you demonetize them from YouTube, right? Let's say they say, okay, Geeks and Gamers are no longer going to get YouTube ad revenue. They would just say, hey guys, we're no longer getting YouTube ad revenue. Subscribe to our Patreon, subscribe to our fucking StreamElements or whatever the fuck it is, right? Give us money this way directly, and their fans would. So I don't think it would hurt them financially in the long run. It might be a little dip.
No, they made a lot of money off this, of grifting.
No, but what I'm saying is if they take away their YouTube ad revenue, they'd probably. Oh, Malik says you're forgetting all the games, books, and comics, Tony. There's a lot of Star Wars. It's true.
Oh yeah.
Little Movie Perp says, I thought Acolyte was good. Most interesting Star Wars for me in a while. Do you want to come on, Perp? If you want, we can send you the link. I should have added you to the group. All right, you're about to leave for Ethan. Don't worry. We don't expect anyone to stay. Again, impromptu. We weren't really expecting much. All right, here are the facts, Aaron. The facts. In 2018, Geeks and Gamers, 396,000 subscribers. I thought they had more. I could have swore they had more.
Don't they have like Geeks and Gamers? That's in 2018. It says, or is that now? That's probably within. That's a pretty within sentence at the top. Is that 18th? Yeah. Let me check.
I think what they're saying is in 2018, and then they tell you what the channel is, and they tell you what the subscriber count is currently.
Yeah.
But even then, I could have swore that they would have had more. Right? They only have half a million.
Geeks and Gamers has over 400,000.
All right, so they're a little off on the
403,000 to be exact.
Yeah. So should we demonetize them? Should we just get rid of them completely?
Why? No.
Do you like Geeks and Gamers? Are you a fan of Geeks and Gamers, Aaron?
No, I'm not. I disagree with most of their stuff, but I'm not. But I'm not about. I mean, I don't like grifters, but I'm not about banning like this. When grifters go too far, like they know what they're doing. They know to make sure they don't go too far. They know what they're doing. You have to go too far, like. And here's the thing: there's people that have done worse than these grifters. Like look at Sniper Wolf, man. How many times should she be kicked off YouTube?
Look at Melanie Mack. She goes to Twitch, says the F slur like once a month to get banned, and then just comes back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says encouraged harassment against Vietnamese American actor Kelly Marie Tran, leading up to Tran's departure from Instagram due to prolonged harassment. Geeks Plus Gamers published nearly 15 videos. Oh my God, 15 whole videos relevant to Tran's Star Wars episode. Was that 8? The Last Jedi character Rose Tico. The channel claimed that that's a trans character.
Wait, Rose Tico was a trans character? I never got that.
Because her name's Kelly Marie Tran, so it's literally trans character.
I thought her name was that. I thought that was her last name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's her last name, so it's trans character. It's literally Kelly Marie trans character. It's one of the most hideous characters of all time, the most unlikable character ever, and exists for quote forced diversity. Many of the comments found in Geeks and Gamers videos can be seen in hateful comments under trans now deleted Instagram post. Oh no. Geeks and Gamers championed RK Outpost, 319 subscribers, a channel that frequently targeted marginalized actors, including Moses Ingram, a Black American cast member in the TV series Kenobi. Days before Ingram called out racist backlash against her on Instagram, RK Outpost called Ingram a, quote, lunatic who, quote, can do nothing other than play the victim. RK Outpost has recently referred to Ingram's Kenobi character, Reva, as dumb and retarded. All right. Geeks and Gamers and Arcade Outpost frequently co-host a live stream, Friday Night Tights, on Nerdrotic's YouTube channel, 1.1 million subscribers, where the three channels have made a profitable business reusing prolonged insults against marginalized actors featuring Star Wars, Captain Marvel, The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, to name a few. So why are they? It's supposed to be all about Star Wars, but they're dragging in other shit too. Why is that? What are you eating, Aaron?
I was just on my phone. Yeah. What was the question?
I said it's supposed to be a Star Wars article, but they come about Captain Marvel, Lord of the Rings, and stuff. Why are they bringing in other things? What does it matter?
Yeah.
They should just focus on the Star Wars stuff, right?
I mean, you could pretty much focus on any. They could pretty much focus on any major entertainment franchises, really.
No, but what I'm saying is this article is like, hey, they're really mean to Star Wars people,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And if you say, but they're also mean to these other people, then you're diluting the message because you're basically like, oh, they're just assholes, right? Because the premise is that they're just assholes to Star Wars, right? So if you're going also they're assholes to Marvel and they're assholes to this other shit, right? They're like, well, then they're just assholes. So it's not targeted harassment. It's just they're assholes. And what's up, Burp? Are you a big fan of the Acolyte?
Yes. I'm not a big. I think it's good. I just think the hate is like I see problems with it. Of course, I think it's more of a presentation thing than a story thing. But I like it. I thought it was good. It was the most interesting Star Wars for me.
Yeah, but she survived the lightsaber. That means lightsabers don't do nothing.
You could
I mean,
survive.
Anakin. Look what happened to Anakin.
You could survive getting hit with the lightsaber. You can.
But Anakin's the chosen.
Anakin got rocked by lightsabers.
You can't.
I guess he got his limbs cut off.
Anakin was supposedly the chosen one, Tony.
I also don't know like the organic what the body looks like of those humans in that particular. I don't know if it hit any vital organs. If it's all mismatched in there, because they're not Earthlings, right?
No, it happened in Ahsoka. Sabine Wren also got hit by a lightsaber.
Yeah. Hater Headquarters says Rian Johnson's made a movie that finally pointed out that the Rebels and Jedi did a lot of dumb shit, and his commentary about 4chan, Edgelord, and Tumblrina Swifty Empire was ahead of its time. I think I don't know I think a lot of people's problem is that Star Wars is supposed to be a good and evil story, right? And a lot of the modern writers, they want to have these shades of gray, right? They're like, well, the Rebels are good, but also they're a little dumb and they're a little bad, right? They're not totally, these perfect bastions of hope and humanity. And then they go, well, see the bad guys, yeah, they're racist. And they want to like dominate the galaxy, but also maybe they're justified just a little bit, right? Because to them, that's the interesting story. The interesting story is that humans are flawed characters and they have varying degrees of morality, right? And then most of us are just like, yeah, I just want to see a big space battle where the good guys beat the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
Like in G.I. Joe, when they were just shooting lasers at each other, I wasn't like, man, I wonder if Gung Ho ever thought about shooting somebody and beating them with the butt of his gun.
You want the Jedi to just be the good guys, there's nothing gray about them, and you just want the Sith to be the bad guys, and there's nothing gray about them either. Yeah.
Like Grumpy says, Star Wars, no equals duality, no gray, just black and white.
Yeah, exactly.
But then how do you explain characters like Anakin? Like there was gray there, right? Even at the end of Return, he has a redemption. So it was always in there. I think if you're going to continue Star Wars, which everyone wants more Star Wars. That's the thing. I think it's going to eventually have to get into the gray area. You just can't be doing black and white if you want it to continue, especially if you want it in a certain way. I think you have to start looking at nuance when you want it to continue. It's just a natural thing. And I think that's what happens with writers. Well, if I want it to continue, okay, what can I do? Especially after. Also, keep in mind, man, prequels were hated back in the day. I know now they have there's a different look, but people were trying to get away from that. People were it seemed.
I was there. I lived through it.
Okay, so people were not calling that Star Wars either. So this return to Star, it seems like Star Wars is in this sort of time frame. And I know everyone's going to say, go to the lore, go to the books, legends, all this crap that I don't know about. But even then, I don't know if the general audience would dive into that, you know, and I think Disney knows that. That's why
I don't think they care. I'll be honest. Look, I love Star Wars, right? I love Star Wars. I don't think it's all perfect. I don't think it's all great. But I'm also not autistically focused on Star Wars to the point where I go, you see that character actually in some card that George Lucas released in 1984, and it was a limited release, and there was only like 50,000 of them. It says his birthday was like MD 35 6B 6. Like, I don't fucking care about any of that. I didn't think of that. I just go, look, that guy's cool looking. He's got a weird shaped head. Look at the weird shaped head, dude.
You saw Acolyte, right?
Yeah.
Are any of your problems with it lore based? Like, oh, that breaks lore or anything like that?
No.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that's consistent.
My problems with it, like I said previously.
Yeah, it has problems for sure.
It's just a story, maybe pacing, structure, things like that. Some of the dialogue and some of the acting's a little off.
To me, Acolyte was kind of an inconsistent show.
Yeah,
Very
but I mean,
that episode 5 though, man, I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think part of what the Acolyte's problem, and Disney, I noticed Disney been doing this a lot. They'll go, look it, we got Carrie Ann Moss, and then like she was dead in like the first like 10 minutes. I was like,
she's only.
I saw that coming.
Flashback scene too. Like,
I saw that coming. I called that out in my channel. I was like, man, she's only in 2 seconds of this trailer. In one scene, looks like she's dead as hell. So maybe my expectations were set. I was like, she's so dead in the beginning. Like they were calling it a murder mystery. I think I know who the person that gets murdered is based on the trailer.
Yeah. People treat Star Wars like a Big Mac. It's always been the McRib. Yeah, where it only comes around limited time. That was the other thing with it, right? They tried to have this like mystery. And again, I didn't watch any of the trailers or nothing. I went in there dark, right? Yeah. The only thing I knew was like Carrie Ann Moss was in it because like all the like the chatter, right? So I go in there and they go, you're guilty. We saw you at that thing, right? And I go, yeah, she's a twin.
Yeah,
because you saw Double Impact. You're not an idiot.
No, because they were trying to present it a certain way, right? But the mystery, like, we're like, oh, maybe she escaped the ship and flew down to the planet and then like killed Carrie Ann Moss and came back, right? It wasn't presented in a believable enough way where you can go, yeah, that might have happened, and that's why she's like was on the ship, but also like killed Carrie Ann Moss. No, it was like immediately you go, yeah, there's no way she did that. There's like, it's almost an impossibility, right?
It's funny because I was like keeping tabs of what was going on behind the scenes, and the showrunner said that she was heavily inspired by Fight Club. So the whole time I was thinking she has some weird force projection thing going on. But you're right. Yeah, it's a twin sister. All right, whatever.
Well, I knew there was a twin sister because I knew.
No, the whole time I was like, oh, this is going to get good. This is going to get really deep. Watch, they're going to do some crazy stuff with some force projection killer. Like she goes psycho and it's a force projection thing that she's
Tyler Durden.
Yeah. That because she said she was inspired. There's some little nods too. I gave a shout out. In the original Fight Club book, the narrator played by Edward Norton in the movie. Yeah. He meets in the book, Tyler Durden in a beach resort where Tyler is in a perfect, he made himself like a perfect hand in the beach in the sand because he wanted to sit in the world's most perfect hand for the sunset or some weird shit. Thank God David Fincher changed it. But in the show, I think there's a shout out because when Kymir does that awesome force stuff between episode 4 and 5 where everyone gets knocked out, when people wake up, there's like a hand and you see like the lead character go into the middle of that hand. I think that's a shout out to the book. That was pretty cool.
Did you ever read the follow-up to Fight Club?
Isn't it a comic?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently in the follow-up, Tyler Durden is like a mind virus that infects people.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I think there's even like a prequel where like Tyler Durden was like in the father, and then like the father died and like went into like the whatever the new character's name is, and then like he was trying to like create the perfect host to like infect the guy's son, and he had like go all over the world, and like the Project Wide Awake or whatever was like turned into like an international military organization. It was like really fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Actually has Fight Club. I just wanted to see Brad Pitt beat someone up. Like, what's going on here? Like,
some jokes about social commentary. That's it.
All right. Moving on. It says Amandla. That's a fucking weird name. Just get rid of the L. It always throws me off. Is the current target
Star Wars.
Yeah. is the current target of this YouTube-based operation. Together, Geeks and Gamers, RK Outpost, and Nerdrotic have led the charge against Amanda even before the release of The Acolyte, producing nearly 40 videos relevant to Amanda and The Acolyte since May. These channels have asserted that Amanda is vapid and narcissistic, the adult pretender, dumb, and a half-black bitch for defending herself against racism. These channels have gaslit her by claiming she's, quote, playing the victim card, with RK Outpost proclaiming, "You've never been oppressed in your goddamn life, you bitch." These YouTubers also use racist dog whistles, including the angry black woman stereotype. I will say, not to like white knight for her, but I will say there was an interview that everyone took way out of fucking context, where she was talking about this movie was supposed to make white people uncomfortable or something. It was like a clip from like years ago that had something to do with like a Spike Lee movie that was like racially motivated. Like it was a movie about like racism and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So when they were interviewing her about it, she was like, well, describing what the movie was supposed to, like that was what the intention of the movie was, right? And then they tried to use that and like, look, this is what she's talking about Star Wars. Like, no, it's like those are years apart and they had nothing to do. One has nothing to do with the other, right? Like, the hate campaign against her has been so profitable that other major YouTubers have joined the attacks on her, including Star Wars Theory, 3.3 million subscribers. How many more good faith content creators will turn to the profitable hate campaigns if this behavior is permitted to continue with no repercussions? Okay, so first off, they go other major YouTubers, right? And then they mention one.
Yeah, Star Wars Theory, yeah.
How do you only have you go look at all these people that are now turning against her?
Look.
And I got one example.
Yeah. He's the biggest one, I guess, because
but what I'm saying, Aaron, is even if he's the biggest one, you should be like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Theory,
mention a couple more.
This guy, right?
Yeah.
Like to show like what you're saying is like there's a whole bunch of them, and it's now they're all going right. Like this tide has turned because of this evil hate campaign. When it just sounds like, oh, this one guy changed his mind, right? Like it's a really weak argument, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, it's like we lost a friend,
Yeah,
essentially.
All right. There's one more part to this because it's like a 2-part thing. Action required. Here's the action they require. The Star Wars fandom refuses to watch another marginalized actor or fan be singled out by prolonged racist harassment from a handful of YouTubers as a result of YouTube's inaction, which has transformed hate into a lucrative career path. It is concerning to us that targeting marginalized actors on other social media platforms has historically resulted in platform bans, whereas the same behavior has made provocateurs millionaires on YouTube. I want some of that money. Man, we're in the wrong grift. This should be highly concerning to advertisers as well. We understand that YouTube has an important role to play in promoting free speech. However, content uploaded by Geeks and Gamer, RK Outpost, and Neurotic is not opinion or criticism. Well, that's not true, right? You can say it's not criticism. You can have that argument. You can say that's not real criticism, right? That's all formative.
Yeah.
It's in bad faith or it's invalid or it's just wrong, right? But you can't say it's not opinion. Even if an opinion is bad, even if it's a racist opinion, right? Even if it's a horrible opinion, it's still an opinion, right? At the end of the day. Because if it's not an opinion, what they're saying is it's a fact, right? Well, their content isn't criticism or opinion, it's facts. So we got to get rid of them because they're telling facts. Because that's the only option, right? It's opinion or fact. There's no like third option in there. So
I wish there was sometimes.
So this, again, badly written. Like whoever wrote this wasn't really thinking. It is prolonged, targeted harassment against women of color. We urge YouTube to enforce its community guidelines and demonetize these channels immediately and permanently. I feel sorry for Jacinto because I'm pretty sure he got some hate, and he's just like, "Oh, you only care about the black ladies." The black ladies.
Yeah, he got a lot of love from the ladies.
Yeah. Thank you. May the force be with you. And then they got all these little resources. Yeah. So what do we think? Do we think they should be canceled? Do we think they should be demonetized?
They're not going to be canceled.
No.
If they are demonetized, doesn't that just leave a vacuum that other people are going to fill?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, okay, so Geeks and Gamers and them go away, right?
Yeah.
Now their audience is hungry. They want that racist, quote unquote, racist content, right? So when that for a fresh young person like you decide, hey, I'm going to do racist. I'm going to do Geeks and Gamers now.
Oh, I'm
they're not
assuming these
around.
guys. Yeah, I'm assuming they want all that down. That they would work on that immediately after. It's like, okay, well, anyone doing content like that should also be taken down, right? I think it would.
Yes,
That
but
would
then
be
it would be a chilling effect, and
yeah,
that's a slippery slope when you're like,
yes, that's why these things are bad ideas usually.
I've said it before. If your contention is that they're bad, right? They're bad. Silencing them is not the best option. That's the worst option because trying to silence people just pushes them closer into this small group, right? And they're angry. Now they got a target. They got a reason to be angry. You silenced me. You took my money away. You're trying to hide the truth.
Yeah.
Right? That's why all these conspiracy guys are so fucking crazy, right? Like when they go, "Oh, you flat earthers, we gotta demonetize you because clearly you're retarded," right? And they go, "No, they're hiding the truth. See, they took my money away because they're hiding the truth. Donate to flatearth.com," right? And like all these crazy people then congregate. We can't blow them up, right? That would be the ideal situation. Let them congregate and then blow them up. But apparently that's inhumane. So they're just going to congregate and spread this retardation, right? And it's just going to get amplified as more and more retardation comes into this little community, and it just multiplies. Like retard times a retard equals insane retard, right? And so that's going to happen with these people. So the best way to combat that would be for these people to get together and go, who's our most charismatic guy, right? Who's the guy that has the best voice, or the lady who has the best voice, or the most attractive of us SJWs? Which one of us is that? Let's bring her out, give her a YouTube channel, push that motherfucker to the moon, right? And try to combat that by going, look at how great Star Wars is. Here's my opinion. Here's my counterpoint to them, right? I think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. And I think I get that. I get that frustration coming from this because I probably agree with most of what they actually think, in terms of what's in there, just not going at it. I get the frustration because it's like they won't talk to people, right? They have only echo chambers, and they're only growing bigger. And then they see all these other channels that want to do that as well. And they also turn into these communities where it's like literally no pushback. Everyone has the same thought. Star Wars sucks. Star Wars sucks. Look what they're doing. Literally every single opinion. And I get that frustration where it's growing and they want that opportunity to be in those platforms to push back, and they can't, So this is what they go for, which is a bad look, because also if it doesn't work out, which it didn't, it just makes you look it's a victory. It's a victory for everyone else, right? This is like such a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. Well, also I think it's an extra lose because, in my opinion, and this is again just my opinion, but I think some of this is actual envy, right? They those people are making a lot of money. I want money. If I get rid of them, then all those fans will watch me because now because they believe their belief is that they want Star Wars content, that the fans want Star Wars content. But the only content available is hateful content. So if we get rid of the hateful content, they're going to come to the happy Star Wars content, right? And then I'll make the money because I'm the only available game in town, right? But that's not what's going to happen, sadly. Because, again, we know the cream rises to the top, right, Aaron? The best of the best, the people who are good at what they're doing, they're going to get the audience. And when it comes to being good at what you're doing, a lot of it comes down to grifting your audience, playing to them, right? If your audience wants to hear you go, MCU, Star Wars is dead, and then you just say the thing, right? Say the line, Bart, and then you get all the cheers, you get all the super chats, and you make the money. So just figure out what your audience wants to hear, right? Figure out the thing that they're into, and then target that thing. Grift it like you haven't grifted before. That's what I do, right? People want to hear me go, Eric July bad, and I just do that every fucking day. Eric July bad. Eric July bad.
Say the line, Bart.
Yeah. And I make tons of money. Not as much as these guys.
I just want to hear TJ say fatherless behavior. I love that.
Hey, the way you're going up, Tony, maybe someday.
All right. What else we got going here? Oh, yeah. Jenna Ortega. She had this interesting take.
Let's go.
It's in Variety. It's a couple days ago. It says Jenna Ortega says women should have our own franchises and not just spin-offs. I don't want Jamie Bond. I want to see another badass.
That's happened before.
Cool.
Yeah.
There has been women-led movies that are not spin-offs.
Yeah, do one of those.
Let me
movies.
start. Yeah. Atomic Blonde. Let me just start by saying I hate Jenna Ortega. I think she's a fucking bitch. Okay? Seriously, when she pulled that shit with she's the Wednesday Addams bitch, right?
Yes, she's playing
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah. When she pulled that shit with Wednesday Addams, dude, I can understand you go, hey, I really enjoy this character. I became the character, and so I started suggesting me and the writers work together, and and the writers together,
Bruce.
we created this character for her to go. Actually, the writers are stupid and they didn't know what they're doing, so I stepped in.
I
saved Wednesday because professional writers.
I agree with you because she's like 20, 21 years old. I don't think you should give a 20, 21.
I don't care how old you are. Look, you're an actor or an actress, right? That your job is not to be a writer. First and foremost, your job is to act. Secondly, even if you do have better ideas, they're still your coworkers. You're throwing your coworkers under the bus.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a certain way of saying that where you could be like, oh, the director let me say a couple lines and it really worked and it was funny, so I did that. Like, there's a way of saying that, but she's young, so.
Yeah.
Jenna sadly went full Eric July. Like I said, all you got to do is say, hey, me and the writers got together, right? I felt really passionate about the characters, so I had a meeting with the writers and I pitched some ideas and they liked some, they didn't like others. We worked together and we really brought Wednesday Addams to life, right? Between myself and the writers, we made Wednesday Addams the unique character that you love and enjoy. And I couldn't have done it without them, just like they couldn't have done it without me, right? That's all you got to say. And everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
You better be right because if season 2 is not good, she's going to look bad.
Well, she looks bad anyways, even if season 2 is good.
She's going to look even worse.
Yeah. No, because then she'll just blame the writers again. She'll go, actually, they didn't listen to my suggestions.
She's going to get a rep as a diva.
It'd be great
if
season written by Jenna Ortega. That she's the only name there. That'd be awesome.
Directed Jenna Ortega. Jenna Ortega.
Direct
Boom mic. Jenna.
Sound design.
Editing.
Everything.
The best boy. Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
All right. Jenna Ortega is calling for more female-led franchises over female-led spinoffs. During a recent video interview with MTV while on the publicity tour for Beetlejuice, Ortega was asked if she might consider an offer from director Tim Burton to revive Edward Scissorhands as the gender-flipped Edith Scissorhands. But Ortega, first off,
that's pretty good.
First and foremost, right? No, but think about it. In the original Edward Scissorhands, you have a lonely old inventor guy, right?
Yeah.
Who takes this robot and he turns it into Edward Scissorhands, right? Into his son. Now flip that, and you got a lonely old man who then sees this scissor robot and goes, "I'm going to turn that into a young, sexy woman." That's a little creepier, right?
It's way creepier. I love it.
You're like, whoa. We're like, what was he making a sex bot before he had the heart attack? Was he like working on a sex robot? Is that what happened?
That went bad with those knives, apparently.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
You find out with a sliced up.
She killed him by accident during the act because of those
trying to give him a hand job and scissored his dick.
Hand job.
Anyway,
nails it to the back. You know when they wake.
Yeah. But Ortega would rather just get to lead a franchise as an original character instead. I love that there's a lot more female leads nowadays. I think that's so special. But we should have our own, Ortega said. I don't like it when it's a spinoff. I don't want to see like Jamie Bond, I want to see another badass. Ortega won't have to worry about James Bond franchises switching genders, as longtime franchise producer Barbara Broccoli has always said 007 will remain a man. A new actor will be replacing Daniel Craig as Bond, and the big screen following the actor's exit after 2021's No Time to Die. I think the next James Bond will be a man because I don't think a woman should play James Bond, Broccoli told Hollywood Reporter in 2021. I believe in making characters for women and not just having women play men's roles. Here's the thing, though. What's wrong with a spinoff, right? Jenna Ortega said she don't want a spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
Like a spinoff James Bond where like James Bond's in the field and then so you have a different agent like, hey, James Bond's unavailable, so we got 008, right? And it's like some female lady.
Yeah.
That I think could be an interesting concept. a gender swap, like, oh, this is 007, but it's Jamie Bond. I think that's tired and derivative, right?
She went to Skyfall, School for Girls. Yeah. I like the idea of 007 going to, and the same thing, like, there was this Last Crow movie. I have a theory. It's like, you know what? If they would have, I think, gender bend that one, I think it would have been pretty cool. I think it would have made a lot more money, honestly. See, like a gothic girl and make cool makeup, kicking ass. Yeah.
Yeah, just to clarify, so people in the chat know, you might came in late. We're reading super chats at the end. It's a little different show. We want to keep the flow going. We want to keep the conversation running. So super chats will be read at the end of the show. Sorry about that strange signal. If you didn't know that, it's on the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling there going, super chats will be read. As per the agreement when I stole this show from Vito, super chats being read at the end.
You stole this show from Vito?
You didn't know that? This is Vito's show.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I stole his intro. I stole his music, the name, and the logo. It's all mine now.
Oh, man, I disavow. I'm part of the gay team. Oh, man. I don't like what he did, but yeah. Disavow.
You disavow.
Still love you, Vito. You stole his show.
I bullied him and I took it.
Yeah, I know. I
The
disavow.
strong should bully the weak. Always.
It's Tony shows now. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like
I'm
it's
the
like,
grifter now.
It's like when somebody gets kicked out of a wrestling faction, man. A
I
wrestling
guess.
Yeah. All right. Says, I believe in making characters for women and not just having women play men's roles. I don't think there are enough great roles for women, and it's very important to me that we make movies for women about women. He should be British, so British can be any ethnicity or race. So here's the problem, right?
Okay.
If you're going to make movies for women about women, it shouldn't be James Bond, right? I'm sorry to say this, ladies. We all know you could all like yell and scream and go, no, Tony, you're right. No, women don't like action movies for the most part, right? And men and women like different things traditionally, right? If we're going to say that women exist, if we're going to say this is what women are, right? Women are a thing. Gender exists, and women are a thing. Women like certain things. They're programmed to like certain things. And so that's part of the issue, right? You want to take a men's thing and then make a women's version of a men's thing that women are now going to want. The women are expected to watch. Men don't want to watch it because you womenized it, and women don't want to watch it because they didn't like the thing in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's
you
what I
can't
mean.
feed vegans meat, right? This is like vegan meat. And you're like, no, I didn't want meat to begin with. So, why you give me?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Was like, I think Jenna Ortega is kind of young, and like, I understand where she's coming from, but like, yeah, I agree with you. That's why it's like when people are complaining, it's like, oh, they're making these Marvel movies for women. It's like, I don't see that at all, because to me, all the plot points are the same. It's literally they're just changing they're still going to the thing, getting in the thing, fighting this guy, fighting that guy. Like it's literally the same plot points from like an 80s action movie or whatever.
And
like with these,
and it's been proved, Perp, that the women-led Marvel movies have been dominated by men into the movies. Like it's been proven.
Well,
So
you
it's
gotta
been
have
proven.
sexy women. I think part of the issue with like the Marvel movies and stuff is there's female fan service in it. Like you got Thor takes his shirt off.
Yep.
This guy's that, right?
Yeah, at least-
like there's no male fan service. Like I would like to see sexy.
They tried it, the Marvels,
Brie
Brie
Larson.
Larson with that shirt, but that didn't.
Yeah.
That
I
didn't
think
work.
they tried it a couple times. I
Yeah.
think. Well, I got to see how Natalie Portman looked in that Thor gear. Did they show her stomach?
No, not really. But she was real sickly looking because she has cancer in the movie. Spoiler alert: Natalie Portman's Jane Foster has cancer in the Love and Thunder, so she's real sickly looking at the
Spoiler
beginning,
alert,
right?
movie 2 years old, man.
Yeah. Until she gets the power, then she looks good and fit. And
Yeah,
all
but she has
that.
the helmet on for like some of it at least, and then it's like a full costume. She's like covered up. It's not that good. Anyway, Anna de Armas, who starred in No Time to Die opposite Craig, similarly told his son when the movie opened in theaters that Bond should remain a guy. There's no need for a female Bond. There shouldn't be any need to steal someone else's character, to take over. This is a novel, and it leads into this James Bond world and this fantasy of what universe where he's at. What I would like-
What's interesting is that Anna is doing a spinoff on John Wick. She's doing Ballerina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not
But
what she's
again,
talking
it's-
about. But yeah,
Yeah, it's not like it became like female John
No,
Wick, right?
she's
It's
not.
like
Yeah, yeah.
She's not.
no,
a
but
female
that's what
John Wick.
Jenna Ortega wouldn't agree with Anna
Yeah,
for that, right?
yeah.
She
Yeah.
wouldn't agree with a spinoff.
Yeah.
What I would like is that the female roles in the Bond films, even though Bond will continue to be a man, are brought to life in a different way. That they're given a more substantial part in recognition. That's what I think is more interesting than flipping things. No more Octopussy. Daniel Craig himself told Radio Times on the topic, the answer is very simple. There should simply be better parts for women and actors of color. Why should a woman play James Bond when there should be a part just as good as James Bond, but for a woman? No, see, that's wrong. You're wrong, Daniel Craig. There should not be a part for a woman that is equal to James Bond in a James Bond movie. That's why it's a James Bond movie. He should be the best. He's the guy. He's the fucking main, right? You can have a woman that's slightly below him, right? Just like he's a 9 and she's like an 8 on the spy scale, okay? But he
Yeah.
should be better than everyone else because he's fucking James Bond, right? It says watch the full interview. We don't need to.
Nah.
I think this is bad. This is good and bad in both ways, right? I agree that we shouldn't be gender swapping. We shouldn't be doing that kind of thing. But also, I disagree with we should just make new things because, again, men typically don't want to see the kind of movies that they're trying to make with female leads, and females don't want to see the kind of movies they're trying to make with female leads, right? It's like a double-edged sword. That's why Atomic Blonde fucking bombed at the box office.
Not just Atomic Blonde. In the 2000s, they tried to do a lot of female-led movies, action movies. I mean, Atomic Blonde was not Charlize Theron's first action movie. Remember that movie? But also there was Mila's movie Aeon Flux. There was a lot of movies in 2000.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of these spy movies. That's why I don't
Yeah.
agree. I don't agree with Jenna at the
Yeah.
same time, just like Tony, but for different reasons. It's like I'm for any type of creative inspiration. If there's a take where it's James Bond is a woman and it's a great take and it's a good story, sure, why not? It's all fake anyway, right? That's the way I see it. I understand not everyone sees it like that. I forgot where I was going with this. God damn it, I got high, Tony. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But here's the other part of that, right? I agree, right? Artistic expression, people should be able to make whatever they want, right? I think where we get into the problem is when they make a movie and then it bombs, they get really pissy about it, right? Instead of going, hey, we made the movie we wanted. A lot of people didn't like it, but the people who saw it did like it. And that's all we really wanted, right? We just wanted people to like it. And the people who saw it liked it, right?
Yeah, and eventually
just
something like Atomic Blonde, well, it bombed in theaters. Now it did well in PVOD. I assume that it's getting a sequel. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So we appreciate the people that did come out to see it, and we appreciate the fans we did have. We tried something. It didn't appeal to a mass market, but hey, this was the vision that we had. I would be okay with that. Not, hey, fuck you guys for not showing up. But we made this movie. Why didn't you come? Like, we're not obligated to see anything. No one is obligated
Here's
to
the
go
rule.
to the movie.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
Here's a rule, Tony. Never blame your fans for anything. That's never.
But it's not that. But they're not blaming their fans because they didn't show up. So they're blaming the people that aren't their fans.
No,
Like,
but what's like the worst? I think the worst example. I don't even think it was that bad. Of like, I think it was Elizabeth Banks for Charlie's Angels. Might have been the most. Might have been the most heated thing. Other than that, I can't think of.
Yeah, but see that's another example. You took a men's thing, right? Charlie's Angels, hot, sexy women doing hot, sexy women thing, and then go, we're going to turn this feminist. Like, no, that's not what we wanted.
I mean,
like we didn't want that. We wanted we wanted a hot, sexy women running around on the beach and being half naked. Also,
I think it's subjective. I think they're going for another crowd.
You might not be aware of this, but I am in Vito's house right now. So you're all involved in the crimes that I'm committing. I'm squatting. If I stay here for 30 days, it becomes mine. California law.
Squatter law.
I have
Squatter
Riley
rights.
right now. He's keeping Vito out of his own house while I squat here for 30 days. It's not. I'm not joking. That's not comedy. I'm letting you know. So
Are you guys good now?
No, I just told you I'm squatting in his house.
Yes, it's
I figured that means you're good then.
No, I'm squatting and he didn't invite me. I just took it over.
Reenacting the stranger.
He's Puerto Rico. I'm the United States. I annexed his house. All All right. Last thing we got is the Woke Content Detector curated list of games, guys.
Oh my god.
This is going to let us know which games are good, why, you know.
This is actually an actual thing.
Yes, it's from the group Woke Content
Oh
Detector.
my God.
See, Steam community group Woke Content Detector. It'll let you know what's in these games and whether or not they're good. I like Bloons 2D, Bloons TD6. It was a 2018 game, and it's not recommended because it contains overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging. There's a pride flag item available in the trophy store with a pro-pride message. That's it. That's why it's not recommended. A single thing in the item store that you don't even have to buy.
Whoa.
Has a pro. Starfield also not recommended. It's on the red list. It contains overtly pro LGBTQ plus and overtly pro DEI messaging, pronoun selection, pronouns, those fucking pronouns, yeah, including the option for they them. Uses body type 1 and 2 instead of male female, and probably diverse. I love that part right there. In a game about space, it's improbably diverse in the NPCs. There's just way too many black people.
Space.
It's improbable.
It's fictional. It's not real.
Let me see their
I love
first
this.
Japanese game because they love Japan over there, right? Oh yeah, we got some in there. Tekken. All right.
Baldur's Gate 3, no good because of the LGBTQ.
Everyone says, like, that's the greatest game ever. What the hell? Oh my god.
Won the game of the year.
Hades, no good.
Hades.
Yeah, I love Hades. Hades is fucking great. Like, if I followed this list, there's so many great games that I would never get to play. Hades is great, but it's not recommended because it contains overtly pro LGBTQ messaging, homosexual relationship between minor characters, optional homosexual romance. The NPC Chaos is non-binary. The NPC Dusa says she's asexual. Guys, you know what's funny about this? So the NPC Dusa, right, says she's asexual. Have you ever played Hades? Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah, I played some of it. I'm actually playing part 2 a lot more.
I haven't got part 2 yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, if you haven't played this game, the character Dusa is literally just a Medusa head.
Yeah.
Just a head. It doesn't even have a body. It's just a fucking head. Okay? And when he goes, I'm asexual, I go, yeah, because you don't have a fucking body. You can't fuck nothing. There's nothing for you. Don't have gender organs at all.
I think Medusa even in their snake as a with a full body can't fuck anything either.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, Pal World was that great game. Everyone was the Pokemon with guns. Can't play it.
Pokemon with guns.
You can make it more.
Uses body type in place of biological sex. When you go to the menu to create your character, it says body type. Fuck. Doesn't say male or female.
Just that's not recommended? That's crazy. That's a crazy one. It could have been like
a Medusa. Yeah, she's a Medusa head.
That could have been a translation thing.
Let's see what else. Elden Ring, guys, all you Elden Ring players, you're all homos because it contains overtly pro LGBTQ messaging and it uses body type instead of biological sex. Man. Assassin's Creed 3, Suicide Squad, Pacific Drive, Call of Duty. You can't even play Call of Duty, guys. coming for your Call of Duty.
Oh,
that's woke.
Many pride flags in the calling cards and emblems.
Oh wow.
Could you know how bad it's gonna get? It's gonna get to the point where they're like, this game is no good because you can change the colors on your character, and that means you can make them be like blue and pink, and that's that's the trans flag. Can't have that. Like we can't allow you to make your character have the colors of things that we don't like anymore. We're gonna get there. Watch. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, 2022 version, 2023. Nothing.
What games?
No more Heroes. Soon. No More Heroes 3 gets a yellow. It's informational. So this contains subtly pro LGBT. There's a rainbow graffiti present on one of the buildings. So it's there, but you have to kind of look for it. So it gets,
They want to leave the door open for Suda 5.1 so they could get that Lollipop Chainsaw remaster.
Cave Story Plus, no woke elements. Guys, you can play Cave Story Plus.
I don't even know what that is.
No idea either. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, apparently, there's no woke content in that.
Huh. That's interesting. Can you select gender or something?
Selecting gender is fine. It's when there's no gender, when it's just like A or B.
Okay.
You can select male, female in Elder Scrolls Oblivion because of like.
But I could have sworn, wasn't there like gay stuff in it? I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
Well,
remember.
yeah, I thought all of them had that.
Hmm.
At least the new ones, the Bethesda ones.
Ooh, look at that. Recommended Borderlands Enhanced.
Watch the movie too.
But Borderlands 3 is no good. Borderlands 2 and this pre-sequel are informational, but Borderlands, the original, I guess, is okay. You can only play the original.
Uh-oh. The Russia games are okay.
Metro? Oh,
Okay.
you can't play Civilization. Guys, you can't play Civilization. You can
Play
play
a Russian
5,
game.
but not 6. Team Fortress, you can play that. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, can't play it. Witcher 2 is fine.
I'm not
Witcher
quite.
1,
I don't understand the informational aspect. What does that mean? Just information.
it means it contains subtle messaging
But why does that? Why is that rating informational? The wording.
because it's just giving you the
Huh.
it's not telling you that they recommend it or not.
Oh,
This is
okay.
like, we're just giving you information to make the choice on your own. Like this is like yellow, like not
Yeah,
green for
yeah.
go, not red
Why do
for
you think
stop.
that is? Why do you think that is?
Because it's subtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh.
Oh, so you might
Here's
not even see
really
it.
here's
Okay.
really why it is. The reason why this yellow one exists is because it's actually don't buy this, but this is our way of saying, see, we're not completely against stuff. We're just if it's too much, then we give it red. But if it's just a little bit, we give it yellow. But you're not going to buy
Yeah.
it anyway.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We just
When I see stuff like The Witcher 3 and then Subnautica, I see it as maybe is their way of saying, look, these are very subtle. They're because these are great games. They're known as phenomenal.
hold on.
Ubu.
Dirty Daily says, "Ubu, the fire is going to get me, Frog. The fire better not get you. It's burning. She's in California where there's wildfires burning around her.
Yeah, this is them like sort of acknowledge these are great games. So maybe it has it. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know when they're like when all the grifters are hating on a movie, but that movie ends up being great. They're like, okay, it's actually really good, and they give like that liability thing. Where they can't hate on it because it's known as a great game. Maybe that's what this is. Because
Yeah, but Hades is known as a great game, and that didn't get
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
known as a great game. Dark Souls 2,
Dark
like look at
Souls.
these.
Dark
Helldivers
Souls.
2.
You can play Left 4 Dead though. That's no woke elements in that. Final Fantasy 7. How is there contains subtle pro climate guys? First off, Final Fantasy 7. Whoever put this list together, go kiss my ass. Okay, there is no subtle because it's not subtle. There's no subtle pro climate. The whole point of the game is like it's like overtly pro. Like you're fucking up the environment. Look at these. You blow up a factory. Like the first mission.
Yeah,
is,
you're
hey,
eco-terrorist.
You're fucking going like, hey, this factory is like stealing the life essence from the fucking earth and it's killing Mother Earth. We got to blow it up. Like, it's pretty overt in its messaging that we're fucking up the planet, right? So put that red. Make that a red one. Also, it forces you cross-dressing. Being forced to cross-dress, that's only a yellow. Right?
Gotta play
It
this
even
game.
says you start the game working for an eco-terrorism group.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It says right there. They do the yellow because this is before the times of like.
No, because it's like you said, it is a fucking great game. It's known as one of the best. So it's like we can't really say don't play it, right? We're gonna look crazy if we say don't play Final Fantasy 7. So
yeah, we're not real gamers. Like we're recommending terrible games. Play Cave Story. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, this is so stupid. It's yellow. Final Fantasy 9. Themes with no specific message. The playable character, Quina, is of ambiguous gender, and she's referred to using the she/he. That's because she's a non-human species, and you're not supposed to like the rest of the characters don't understand what she is. That's the thing, right? Like it's the gimmick of the character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you've seen like a Bigfoot, like, and you're like, I don't know what it is. It can't talk to tell us what it is. So it's just like, oh, it's a thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna just walk up to Bigfoot and check his junk. Like, hold on, let me see. Do you have a penis, Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The friar took that option off the table. What the fuck?
Yeah, be that.
Go somewhere, Dalish. Don't get burned up in the fire. I'm gonna have my co-host die in a wildfire, guys.
Cloud does cause stress in Final Fantasy VII. That is true.
Yeah, but it forces you, so it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
because you were
it forces
forced.
you. You look at-
Warframe, no good. Warframe has various pride flag items. That's bad. Looking at pride flag, bad. Being forced to cross-dress, that's okay. It's not
This
so
is terrible. So far, a lot of them are pride flags.
They're all going to be probably. This one has forced eco-terrorism. Oh no, that's the remake of Final
Forced
Fantasy.
eco-terrorism.
They force you to do it.
Yeah.
It's a walking simulator.
BioShock Infinite contains overtly anti-Western and overtly pro-DEI messaging.
They didn't like that. They stopped you from hitting that black woman tied up. They didn't like that.
Colombia's residents are hyper-exaggerated racist caricatures of 19th century America. Heavy social commentary on racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. They go, look at this society where these people, like, where the worst of the worst people go, and they live above everybody in the fucking clouds, right? And again, it's like an insular group of people that are away from everyone else, that think they're better than everyone. It's supposed to show that this group of people that think they're better than everyone actually is just as terrible as everyone else, and maybe worse in some aspects, right?
Is any of these games over 30 years old? Because all of them are like from like the early 2000s to like now.
No, it's just the entire list of all of it. But what I'm saying is, it's like the message isn't that America is bad. The message is these people who have broken away from America to create a perfect society have not created a perfect society because they're just as bad.
That.
Yeah, they hate America. That's why they did that.
BioShock is like that. BioShock is like that. That's the first game.
So yeah, it's like they don't even understand. That's what I'm talking about, like media literacy, right? I hate that term, but these people legitimately do not understand the media that they're consuming, right?
No,
they just surface level. Though they're from America, they're Americans and they're bad. So we don't like this game because it said Americans bad.
But how does the remastered took away woke stuff? How does that work?
No, because this is Infinite. BioShock Infinite is a different game than BioShock.
But infomercial, they have stuff contained.
Right. But Infinite. See, BioShock and BioShock Remastered are the same game. BioShock.
Oh, you're right.
Is different?
Yeah.
Oh, I got confused there. BioShock 2 confused.
BioShock Infinite, it's a multiversal game. It's a
because BioShock 2 doesn't have any woke elements, but BioShock does. That's weird. They got less woke as it went along.
Yeah,
it was like kind of woke, less woke, and then went super woke with Infinite. Like, oh shit. You can play Dragon Ball Z.
There we go. There are my Japanese
no
games.
woke content.
Hey,
I think this is wrong. Isn't there like a I don't want to say non-binary character, but like a character that doesn't like non-gendered character in Dragon Ball? Like one of the weird alien things, right? Like Stardew Valley. What?
Stardew Valley, the farming one.
Because it allows homosexual marriage options. I don't think. Okay. It's like we're letting you know that you could be a homosexual in this game, right? It's like, but you don't have to. So I don't see how that's a problem. Like just the idea that possibly someone somewhere playing Stardew Valley might have a homosexual relationship in the game. It's too much, guys.
I thought the more options, the better for a game.
Yeah. That's what I thought, you know.
At least they didn't force you into being an eco-terrorist.
Or cross-dress, right?
Yeah. There's an option.
What's another good one we can pick out? Because I don't know all of these.
Star Wars has no chance in any of these, right?
No.
Battlefront Classics changes the self-inflicted death message from player killed himself to player killed themselves. Well,
wow.
I don't think this is a bad thing because it's not even pro-LGBTQ messaging, right? It's just like the first one assumes, well, you're a man playing, and the second one goes, we don't know if it's a man or like a woman could be playing this game, right? Like,
Yeah.
I could see if you're like when the player kills himself, regardless of who he is. Like if it's like, Luke kills himself and it says player kills himself, and it's like Leia kills herself. It's like player killed themselves when it used to be like himself for Luke and herself for Leia, right? Then I could see like, okay, maybe they changed it to be pro messaging, right? But just in and of itself, it's like, oh, we just kind of thought maybe other people might be playing the game. Temtem. Oh, man. Uses body type. That body type, it's like a Pokemon ripoff.
I like how they put like Yu-Gi-Oh, like card games. Like, why would card games have Woke elements in it? Like,
Dead by Daylight. I play that one.
Where are you looking at Yu-Gi-Oh?
I'm just saying, it was a card. Those are card games. Why would it have?
Well, where are you seeing it? Is what I'm saying, Aaron.
No, like it has no wokeness in them.
Where did you? Yeah, but why are you bringing up Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I don't see it in front of me. I'm like,
because
you
scroll down. You scroll down. That's why.
That's what I asked. Where is it? I don't see it.
Scroll up a bit. I think
Goodbye
it was
Volcano High has no chance.
That's
Life
why.
by you. Where are you seeing Yu-Gi-Oh? Aaron, do you need glasses?
No, there was Yu-Gi-Oh. You scroll down. That's why.
There it is.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Konami.
I was like, Aaron, what the hell are you talking about? Like, that was like 20 minutes ago that there was Yu-Gi-Oh on my screen. I think this one's wrong too. There's like woke elements because they censored some of the cards. Right?
What?
That's woke.
Yeah, they censored it. Yeah, because in the Japanese
female
versions of
cards?
the games, yeah, the females with like the deep cleavage and stuff, they censored them and put like more clothes on them.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that would be woke element, right? Because it's literal censorship in the strictest terms. Wolfenstein, New Colossus, no good.
State of Decay 2?
Oh my god, guys! Wolfenstein, a first-person shooter, is bad because, and this is why, the main character is saved by his strong, pregnant girlfriend. She also manages to fight off a wave of Nazis.
Oh, we can have a strong female.
Not wife material.
Yeah.
And you're, but
that's like two people. It's like the baby was piloting her like a mech.
Yeah,
she was able to like
Krang.
The baby in the stomach was the control the whole time.
That's a game I'll play.
Anyone
Baby
who
mech.
thinks it's weird that anti-wokers became just as annoying as wokesters, bad news lives with them. Yeah, I don't think it's weird. I just think that it's funny. It's funny.
They're trying to make money. Is there a way to make money off this? Like what?
Okay.
There's
a website for this shit, and Smash JT and them like write articles based on this, and
Okay.
it's a feedback loop.
Yeah. This
It's just like with the Star Wars content.
Yeah.
See any other good ones here?
To see,
Spider-Man has no chance.
of course not.
A Hat in Time. That was a cute one.
No.
How?
Look at it.
Not cute enough.
Man, they really went into detail.
Online party DLC contains overtly pro LGBTQ imagery. There's a transgender pride flag in the sewers. In the sewers.
In the sewers.
That could have been a statement.
Yeah.
Celeste has no chance. Yeah, that's a good one. The Quarry, really? Okay.
Here's what's funny. It says pride flags visible on the player character's desk. They're super tiny. Like they're like you have to really like you could watch Celeste, the scene where they're at the desk, and you could completely miss it because it's so small.
Yeah, it's all
like
pixels.
it's a tiny background element.
It's crazy. These people, they're very good at their job. Give them that, right? They look
Dune the Spick Wars. I mean, I'm doing the Spice
Wars. Oh my god.
Spit Wars.
Multiple characters have race and gender swap compared to the source material.
Compared to the source. Okay, yeah, they don't like that. That's fair. I say gender swap everyone.
Dream Daddy and Dad Dating Simulator. Option to make the player character a man to another man.
All right, who was the asshole that had to play this one?
It's Game Grumps though. I don't think they play any of these games. To be honest,
you don't think so? They just
look stuff up. No, they Google stuff or they look things up or the description because this game is a dating simulator.
It's a dad dating simulator.
Yeah, the Game Grumps made the game.
Okay. Oh, so it's a joke game?
No, it's a serious game. Like it's not. It's legit.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. What else?
Kingdom Come Deliverance is good.
Yeah, of course it's good. No woke elements. That game sucks. It's one of the worst games I've ever played.
It's the one that try to be
fucking
really
janky.
realistic,
No.
right?
You
Yeah,
know how
too realistic.
disorganized-
Yeah.
Too much
You know
fucking
how
Euro
organ-
jank.
It's just so disorganized, this list, because like you have the
Euro
yellow.
Well, I
red.
think you could make it more organized if you want. Like you could click on buttons and stuff.
All right. Yeah, you
I
can.
love it. Link me this. I want to see it.
it.
I want to go through these.
Man, this, my God. They wasted their time. Just look how big this list is. My God.
It's every game. It's
What-
like almost every game in existence.
Like Mario. What do they do with Mario?
Every game.
Oh, Princess Peach. Princess Peach is screwed, right? Yeah, that one's screwed.
Oh, I bet you, are they going to add Zelda when Zelda comes out?
Yeah, it's the other
Let's
ones.
see, Mario. There's only one. There's no Mario on the list.
Zelda comes out, what, in 2
they're-
weeks? Is that
Not
next
even
on the
Mario,
list?
it's Marion.
Hmm.
Yeah, look at Nintendo stuff. And they don't do Nintendo.
There's no
anymore.
Nintendo shit.
Are they
Oh.
Nintendo fanboys? Nintendo's above.
Or the
this.
opposite. They didn't play any. They're like, no one needs to play Nintendo.
I bet they're Nintendo fanboys.
Fuda Dom World, guys. A game called Fuda Dom World. You really needed to know whether or not there was woke elements in this game, right? Like, you might have accidentally started playing Fuda Dom World. Like, oh shit, I didn't realize the game with the ladies with the giant dicks on it was probably going to be some kind of LGBTQ thing.
Now
My
I'm sure
fault.
they
My
do
bad.
play this. I'm positive they do play
Could
this.
you
now.
imagine? You just like, hey, I need you to play this game to find out all the woke elements. You're gonna have to
No,
100% complete it, platinum trophy this
I'll
bad
just-
boy.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just tell
but
you,
I heard there's a
God.
trans flag if you do platinum. Got to do it, dude. Got to make platinum to get that trans trophy. Otherwise, you're not really.
Oh my
freaking-
God.
You're not a real gamer unless you platinum Fuda Dom World.
Yeah, you can't be a true gamer if you don't play Field
Yeah.
of Dom World. That's true. That's true.
Guys, it features many hermaphrodite characters and sexual interactions. Heavy social commentary regarding sexism. It's overtly anti-patriarchy.
Sexual interactions.
Oh my God.
I swear to God.
Overcooked.
Who put that on the list?
Wait, Overcooked has DEI messaging?
Yeah, there's a wheelchair. There's a wheelchair down raccoon.
Stop it! Stop it!
You know what's stupid about
Stop
that? Here's what's stupid about Overcooked. This is why they're wrong. This is why I know they don't play the game. The options in Overcooked is for all your characters to have. You can change your characters to have wheelchairs. All of them.
Yeah. No, that gets you the damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my
It gets you
God.
informational.
I play a zombie game where you could be like a nurse with an old dude in a wheelchair. Like, would that count?
Possibly.
Kingdom Classic.
Oh my God, Shut In is not recommended, guys.
Mm.
What's
It has
Shut-In?
DEI messaging. The player character has depression. The game's setting is meant to portray living with depression.
What?
That's
Yeah, that makes it DEI. Apparently, depression.
how
None of
does
our
DEI?
characters should be depressed.
What?
Depressed
that's what
characters.
DI means.
Depression
what
is.
DEI
Oh my
means.
god. What about like what's that one of that it's a metaphor for schizophrenia? That game, that lady game, Hell Sauna or something?
House source and Suez.
You know what I'm talking about? He came out with
I
a
know,
Do
you
they
know
know
what
what,
you're
do they
talking
know what DEI means? Because that's not what it means.
You keep using
I
that
am
word. I don't think
fascinated
it
by
means
this
what you
list.
think it means.
I'm fascinated by this. I love it. Like I want to look up what games are like I want to look them up. It's like I got my own little review book. It's like, oh, what do they think of this one? Haven't heard of any of these.
Oh my God, guys! Kingdom 80s. Modern diversity with set pieces based on medieval Europe, which is not true. Okay, because it's a game based on the 80s. This list is fucking wrong. Okay, because look, they pretty much copied this one into this one. Kingdom 80s has nothing to do with medieval Europe. It's about a 80s summer camp that then gets overrun. Yeah, because it gets overrun by the same creatures that are in the other Kingdom games, right?
Holy shit.
But this is like takes place in the 80s, and so you're a camp counselor.
It says
and you
in
gotta
the
get all the
title.
other counselors.
No, but they saw the word kingdom and they
Yeah.
copied.
Yeah,
In a
because it
medieval
even
time.
says it says the crown wearing player character with the blood of the monarch is a POC from an interracial marriage. It's not. You're the head camp counselor,
I mean, that counts.
but you don't wear a crown. You're not even wearing a crown in this one.
Maybe metaphorically as the counselor. You're the king.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They copied. They
Also
they got
basically
lazy.
you.
They put someone with DEI. They hired the DEI hire. The diversity hire put this list together. The
Yeah, they
fucking
did,
token.
yeah.
This is why you got to go through this shit to go like, no, this is like completely wrong. I don't think they play these games.
Yeah.
Like
What is this, a group or one guy?
It's
That's
a group.
big
It's a
a group.
It's a curated list. It's a Steam curator. I don't know if it's one guy doing it all by himself or he
Got it.
farms it out to other people. He gets information from other lists.
Oh, is this the guy that's doing an award show with Stuttering Craig?
Possibly.
Okay. Or like is involved with this? Okay.
I believe so.
Huh.
That whole thing with Stuttering Craig is another fucking
Yeah, I know. Feed the cuffs, Dungeon Death Ball. What
all
about
customers are referred to using they them pronouns.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? April O'Neil fighting. Is that bad? Is that bad? I want to know.
I don't know if it's on the list. Let me see.
Oh, probably not. All the fun ones are gone.
Oh,
I was a teenage
oh,
Axel Collis. No, that's my girlfriend's favorite game. No,
No, Shredder's Revenge. It's not woke, even
Not
though
woke.
you can play as a
Okay, you can do
female.
it.
But you play as
Good.
turtles.
They're not, but they're binary turtles.
I guess when that option's available, it doesn't count.
Or what if they introduced that? Remember the '90s? They had that turtle show and they introduced a female turtle. So what if they introduced that turtle?
Also, how did she have boobs? Like she had a shell, but the shell made boobs. It was weird.
What was it? Like Neptune?
I
or
mean,
something
come on,
like that?
games have boob armor and stuff.
Yeah, but it was a turtle. It's a turtle. Like they gave like the shell turned into boobs, but it's like it's a shell, so it's not like real boobs that you can squeeze. It's just the shell.
These
I
creators
can't-
can't win because if they didn't have boobs, people would have complained she didn't have boobs. They can't win.
It was Mona Lisa, I believe, was the name of the. Was it Mona Lisa?
I don't know. I think it was like
It had some like,
weird name.
well, not weird. It was like a classical because they're all named after painters. It was like a Renaissance name.
Artists. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Oh my god, Doki Doki Ragnarok. Voice options are independent of character options. So you can make the voices different from the characters. Like you give a man's voice to a female one.
Yeah.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
No.
Oh, that was so.
Oh my god. This game
Venus.
gets
Her name is
informational.
Venus.
Venus. Yeah, Venus de Milo. That's what it is. And no distinction between male and female during character creation.
It's Galaxy. It's space games.
I don't recognize a lot of these games.
Yeah. We're in the bottom of the barrel. Look at this.
How many fucking games, man? We're at like 500 something.
Oh,
Google
Coffee
it.
Talk. Go up.
No
scroll.
distinction between male and female. Coffee Talk gets you informational. Contains subtle pro-climate action messaging. The NPC Neil is a non-binary alien that uses they.
Alien. It's an alien.
Neil
man.
comments about pollution and overpopulation.
Alien.
But isn't it sci-fi too? Oh, that might be the other one.
I've never played. I've seen someone playing it like briefly, but
Valhalla. Yeah, look at that one. Girlfriend played that one. Things overtly. Overtly. Do they have one that's not overtly?
Yeah, those would be the subtle.
Those are the yellow. Okay, got it.
See what else we got. Code Vein. No woke. You can play Code Vein.
No, interesting. I have played that one. Stanley Parable.
Inscription has no woke content.
Hmm.
I think this is wrong. If you play Inscription, there's a. I don't know if it's woke. I think it'd be woke under their definition because there's like an ARG and there's like really weird shit that's all connected into the game. I don't want to spoil any of it. Samurai Showdown. What? The boss character is non-binary and uses they, them in English or gender-neutral language in Japanese.
Okay.
Something doesn't sound right to me.
No.
What do you mean? Because it's Japanese.
Yeah, I think it might be like a spirit or something. I'm trying to look. Samurai Showdown, Sam Show.
Japan's a very, very tricky country to be doing
Yeah.
this list for, because I know they have a history of like, gender fluid in their media. Goes a long way. That alone. That's why I want this list. I'm going to look up certain games. Amakusa is not trans.
Yeah, she is just gender neutral
Yo,
in both the original and I guess the English version. It's a fighting game. It's not that serious. Like you wouldn't even know, right? Like you just play the fucking game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they know.
Darksiders 3. What? The NPC Lust has an androgynous appearance and is referred to using they them. Yeah, because it's lust. It's not just like lust for men. It's supposed to be like lust for like men and women.
yeah.
That's why it's androgynous.
Can't have that in our games.
It's a concept. It's not even a person. It's like the concept of lust.
Yeah.
Oh,
gamers-
Street
these-
Fighter. Oh, this one contains subtle pro-LGBT messaging. The character Seth has a feminine appearance in this game, but retains his male voice and still uses male
What?
pronouns because
do you
he's Seth is supposed to be a body for Bison that gets independence, and then they defeat it, and then he gets a new body that's a female body, but it's still Seth, so it still has its voice from the previous version.
Huh. I play these games and I have no idea what the story is. That's great.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
another
BioWare.
good
No
one.
BioWare game will ever make it.
No.
Star Wars mate. Look at that, free stars. Boom. No woke. You can play. I've never heard of this game, but you can play 3 stars.
Ukon Master
Retars.
by Pistol Shrimp.
Yeah. Fantasy Star 2. In the Japanese version, the minor NPC comments on male characters looking cute and charges half as much for his service compared to female characters.
And so like they've reconciled officially that woke has been there for a while, because look at it's 2012, like that this stuff wasn't happening back then, right? That stuff started happening around 2016 and stuff. That's when I assume these people think that stuff started getting injected. How do they reconcile like the older games with, or like they don't care anymore? It's like anything, even in the past. Because I used to think like they think this is being forced on by whoever, whatever. And it's a rather more or less recent thing since like 2016.
It's social media. It's social
You could be
media.
wrong about that.
It's social media. Just
Well, I don't know if you know this.
Mhm.
Okay. But that's not correct. The information that's on that screen there.
Okay, I don't know that. I don't play Phantasy Star.
You never heard of Fantasy Star?
I've heard of it. I never played it.
So Fantasy Star 2 came out in 1989.
oh.
Not in 2012. I don't know why this says 2012. Because it didn't come out in 2012. It came out in 1989.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, now I remember. Yeah, it was
man.
a much older game.
It came out on Sega. It's a Sega game
Yeah.
for the fucking Sega. They must be, someone must have played the fucking like collection. Like, oh, the collection came out in 2012. So
Yeah,
that's
March
when the game came
21.
out.
March 20.
This is what I'm saying. Like, these
Oh
people
yeah, the
don't
ones
know
underneath
fucking
are
games.
2012 too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Fantasy Star 2, 3, and 4. Guys, Sega released 3
Wow.
Fantasy Star games all in the fucking same
1 year.
in 2012.
They were on fire that year.
I think in 2012 wasn't Sega already like out of the fucking console business?
Long.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey,
Yeah,
the
no.
Banner Saga? I thought the Banner Saga wouldn't make the cut. I haven't played
Made
them,
the
but
cut.
it just looked like it. Yeah. Okay.
It did look like it.
It came out on the Master System, the first Fantasy Star. Fantasy Star
Yeah.
came on the Master System.
No Star Wars. No to Star Wars. Zombie stuff. The
The
Sims,
Sims
3.
3. The player can make Sims engage in romantic interaction regardless of their individual gender preferences. Damn you! for allowing me to just do things that I want to do in The Sims.
Well, Sims is supposed to be based on like
Because sometimes the
kind of
Sims
like
do
real
whatever they
life.
want. Like,
Yeah,
would
they
they
do.
freak out? Would they freak out if their male Sims start? Can you imagine? There's got to be like a video out there of that. No, stop it.
Valkyria Chronicles. What? Multiple minor LGBTQ NPCs. Squad members can have potential indicating their preferences for members of the same sex.
What do they mean by?
Are you fucking retarded? These people are retarded, aren't they?
Yeah.
The game has a system where like when you use the character so much, they unlock their potential, like they become better, they new skills.
Yeah.
And like characters like work together, like this character and this character work together really well. It has nothing to do with romantic relationships. It's just like, hey, Aaron and fucking Perp work well together. If you put them in the squad, they'll fucking get a bonus, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it doesn't say like bonus homosexual activity, right? It's just like bonus best buddies or some shit.
It's like a Persona thing.
Yeah.
it's
It's not even to that thing. It's just, like it's a whole squad of people, and so it's like, well, if you have this guy and this guy together, they fucking work good together. But if you have this guy,
Yeah,
and this
do
other
that
one,
in Marvel Alliance, don't they?
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like they didn't play it. They just saw this thing and assumed it must have meant like some romantic thing.
It
They
had,
probably
two
just saw like
guys.
clips on YouTube where like, yeah, this is like look at these 5-minute clips.
That's funny.
At least you can play Command and Conquer.
This is
nothing.
grifting. This is grifting, right? This is grifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Command and Conquer be? Shouldn't Command and Conquer be yellow? Right?
Why?
Because you could play as the bad guys. Like the good guys are like, yeah, fuck you, communists. Like the bad guys are communists. So technically, that would be subtle because you could win with the bad guys, right?
Well,
the bad guys aren't the woke mob, so you can't no.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Well-
like you could play China, right? You could play fucking China and take over the world and
Uh,
stuff. I'm saying like you could be
pretty cool.
the communist and take over the world.
Well-
So that would be. It's
Hell
not
yeah.
like anti-communism. It's like whatever faction
Well,
you
I
pick
think-
is the one that wins.
I think it's pretty obvious that we know by now these people are stupid. They don't know what they're talking about.
They're grifting.
Yeah, they're grifting.
This is so hard. Like they wanted to just put as many games as they can. So after a while, I'm sure at first they really tried, and they and then little by
They
little
got
they
lazy.
got lazy. Nah, put it in there.
No one's gonna notice. They don't play these games.
Is that a trans flag? I don't know. It's colorful. Put it in there.
guys, in the game Helpful Boyfriend, it contains homosexual romance options.
Mhm.
Have
That's
you
the
ever played
pigeon one.
Helpful-
That's the pigeon one.
Yes, that's the pigeon one.
There's male pigeons. Okay.
No, I think they're all males. I think you're supposed to be a female, and they're like all male pigeons.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think your character, even though you're playing it as whoever you are, I think it's supposed to be like it's implied. Like when you play a dating sim and there's all women, it's implied that you, the player
Yeah.
character, is male, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think in this one it's the opposite. Like it's implied that you, the character, are female and everyone else is a male.
Yeah. Or a pigeon.
Well, because you could change. There's like an option to like turn the pigeons into people
Oh.
instead of the pigeons.
Is it an option? Oh, if you're lazy, because I assume that the gameplay would be you have to unlock the boyfriends from the pigeon state.
I think it's either like a code or like a DLC or something.
Yeah. There's some people that
All it does is it changes the sprite or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. TJ has a good point. I'm saying this now. The guys who made this list are gay. It's like I can imagine gay guys eventually. He's like, yo, I want to be part of this group just so I can play these games. They tell me to play these games.
Thank
you.
you.
know?
Thank
And I
you.
learned about these games.
Where's
I
all
would've
the
never
gay
learned.
games?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's all the gay games so I can avoid them? I really need to know where they're at. I don't play any of those.
Or you could show me reading his list.
Bejeweled, aren't they non-binary? That should be Bejeweled is non-binary because it's not male or female. The jewels,
Well,
so they don't have gender. They're ungendered.
Objects.
Yeah,
I got past them.
I think there's some older games here now.
Yeah, I want to see the older ones. Steins Gate. No, not Steins Gate. Come on.
There's a hermaphrodite and homosexual romances.
Oh my god, that's an anime.
He's like, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. What the hell is that?
What? That's a game. It came out last year too.
That's one of those itchy.
I think it was
games.
No, I don't think it's a fan game. I think Sega released it as a like an April Fool's thing or something.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, because
The
they released a beat 'em up based on the Yakuza
Yeah, it
series.
is an April Fool's game. Yeah, April 1st came out.
Yeah.
Why did they put Yandere?
See,
in
I'm
there?
a gamer. I know things
Yeah.
about games.
Look, they have
A
Yandere, but
wild-
they say it's non-Steam. That's weird. So
a
they have-
wild cat girl appears, guys. Guys,
Wild
if you saw this game, you're like, man, I wonder if there's going to be a lesbian. Oh shit, there's lesbians in the game. Some of these games, like I don't know, Gotham Knights can't play.
Oh,
that.
they got my Batgirl.
Major character is bisexual. The game's narrative director has confirmed this character is bisexuality. What does that mean? That doesn't matter. I think this is stupid, right? Like, could you imagine if I was a game director, right? I'd be like, they're all gay. Oh, that Batman game you didn't know, but they're all gay.
Yeah,
now you
after
can't
the
play it. Now you can't play the Batman game because I told you they're all gay. But he kisses Catwoman. Yeah, he did that because he was trying to fool her, but he's actually gay.
He thought it was a man.
Yeah, because I was saying like saying outside of the game, like the game director confirmed, like yeah, but if it's not in the game, it doesn't matter what they said.
No,
Right? Like,
but the character may be bisexual, but I played the game. There's really no relationship stuff in it. Like,
There's
not
nothing.
really part of the story. Yeah, there's nothing.
It's just punching.
Yeah.
This
And
is
dodging,
This is where you start
no
getting into the like.
counter.
Yeah.
This is where you start getting into the well, she's really a 5,000-year-old dragon priestess, and you're like, just saying that doesn't make that true, right? like you can say whatever the fuck you want, but
You're still attracted to the figure, right?
yeah, you're still sus, right? That's what I'm saying. Unpacking? Oh my god, how does guys? The game Unpacking is literally just taking things out of a box and placing them on shelves.
Uh-oh. But you do it as a woman.
The game reveals hints about the player character's LGBTQ sexuality over the course of. There's no story. You just unpack and it goes, now you're at the next house. And you unpack and it goes, now you're at the next house. I don't even remember knowing anything about the people. I played the whole game. I beat it.
Could they be thinking of Gone Home?
Oh my god.
Maybe. I don't know. I think maybe it is Gone Home. Because really, it's just like you unpack. I don't think there's like any like it doesn't say like the Mrs. and Mrs. bedroom. It's just like bedroom, kitchen. You know, like you unpack things. You're like, oh look, clothes. Like there's a whole bunch of clothes, but there's never indicated like this is your wife's clothes. It's just like oh, like I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I wasn't paying attention while unpacking boxes and putting clothes in a fucking dresser.
Oh my God, Spiritfarer, dude, that made my girlfriend cry for weeks, bro. That is such a tearjerker. That made the list. F you guys.
That should make the list just because your girlfriend cried for a whole week. And
I know it was so sad. It was such a sad game.
I've never cried in a game.
I was exaggerating hyperbole, all right?
No, you weren't. You just got called out, and you feel really you feel a certain kind of way about it now.
I do.
Now they're gay weebs too, yeah.
Watchdog Legion.
Yeah. You can have LGBTQ identities. So that's
Oh, that's right, because you could turn into different people in that one. Uh-oh. Disco Elysium, that's a great one. Oh, no, apparently not.
Heavy social commentary regarding communism. Whether pro or anti is unclear. Guys, you don't know if it's pro or anti-communist, but it's in there.
It's in there. We don't know.
Just having it. You can't even have it. Like, it's not even pro. It's just having it.
They don't know if it's pro. They're not sure. Like, it's so subtle that they're not sure if it's pro, but also it's really heavy social commentary.
Well, it's probably unclear because it's a very voice-heavy game, right? So it's like you could do both, so it's unclear whether that's pro or anti. Like, because you could do both. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's probably clear in the game. They just never played, right?
Yeah.
Again,
I'm being very charitable. Remothered. I played that one. Leisure Suit not even Leisure Suit Larry escapes.
No, Leisure Suit Larry's good. The first one. It's the second one.
The second one.
Forced cross-dressing for a brief period during the story. This is presented in a humorous setting.
Oh, wow. That's an old trope, man. Some like it hot. That's an old trope. The guys have to dress up to get the girls. They dress up like girls to go to the girls' club. It's an old trope.
Guys, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet gets a yellow. And here's why. The playable character, Pitohui, is bisexual. But she's not bisexual in the game. No. This was revealed in the Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online anime. You have to have watched the anime to go, oh shit, that character's bisexual. And then you play the game, you're like, oh man, she's a bisexual.
You have to do your research. Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to do your research before you play a game. You go, oh shit, this is an anime. I gotta watch 6 seasons of the anime before I play the game and know whether it's woke or not.
That's it. I'm down. They have to make Batman gay just to see what happens.
Yes.
Just to see like everything.
He is
goes-
gay. The Batman Azura non, he wears that rainbow suit. Rainbow Batman's gay.
Rainbow Batman.
They have to just so like everyone explodes in this form. We gotta redo everything. Because this is gonna trend in other areas, right? Not just games. I'm assuming. I could see why it came from Gamers First of providing a list like this, but I could see this happening for film, comics, TV.
They probably will make a one for game.
There's
film.
gonna be
I
like-
can see it. I see they probably will make one for film.
This is just the start, baby.
Last of Us Part 1.
Unless this dies horribly and no one cares anymore. It's like
Well, like I said, there's so many good games that are on the don't play list that it's gonna be like, okay, whatever, right?
yeah. Yeah, Agents of Mayhem. Yeah, you could put that on there.
Yeah. Some of these are just stupid. Like Ninja Pizza Girls is like, okay, she's trans, but I'm not playing a romance game. It's a game where like the character's like, you know, it's an action platformer. Like who the fuck cares, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh no.
That's such an awesome game.
I mean, I
It's crazy. It's a crazy game.
pray.
I love it. But like, why don't they have something like set up like, look, guys, it's pretty obvious we're not going to be doing the romance one, but it's like, no, they're like romance visual novels are including that shit. It's like, why? It's like you could have a little asterisk in the top saying, hey, no visual novels. We understand that's for like, but not even that.
Oh shit! This game contains female homoeroticism. I'm gonna have to play. I don't believe them. I'm gonna have to play this game, guys, to find out. Blackberry Honey. We're gonna go ahead and we'll download that.
What are they looking for?
Again, Sakura Gamer features female. I don't believe that's true, guys. We're gonna have to play these.
Wow. So they don't like that either.
They're like playing, but I'm saying like these are like fucking
They're like
erotic
goon
games, right?
Yeah, they're like
These
goon
are
games.
like porn. It's like, hey, this porn has porn in it. And you're like, yeah, that's the point.
These. Yeah. And you don't get.
All
That's
right.
crazy.
You know what? I will put the list.
Yeah, I want this. This is
in
great.
the,
Hades 2 made it. Yay! I saw it
I
there
haven't
last
played
minute.
Hades 2.
I gotta play Hades too.
I love fucking Hades, the first one. So I definitely gotta get the second one. I'm gonna put it in the private chat for you too.
Thank you.
All right, we got one super chat, so we're gonna read it, and then we'll
What?
end the show. It's been an hour and 38 minutes. We stole the show, and we made $5. Look at that.
I'm
Strange
so
Signal
sorry,
says,
Vito. I'm a fan. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I came in here. I didn't know he did that until I was already in here. My bad.
your mouth isn't moving, so it counts.
Yeah.
Says the real problem is that there's a tug of war where these anti-fandom mongrels, damn, you can't, well, man, believe that weakness is a protest worth enforcing. Pure Reddit bait. Well, I think calling people mongrels might not be the most efficient way to do things, optically speaking, right? I would just be like, hey, these grifters, these anti-woke grifters and the woke grifters are both equally lame.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is all just fucking bullshit. I hate it all.
It's YouTube
Yeah, it is. YouTube.
and Twitter.
You gotta be one side or the other. You can't be like, you can't.
Yeah, you got to be like like Aaron, both grifter and anti-grifter, both woke and anti-woke.
You got to be bi. That means you make the list, Aaron.
Aaron made a list.
I
Informational.
made the list.
Yeah, he's yellow.
Yeah, yo.
Now the question is, which grifter will adopt that list? My money is on Grums. Yeah, he's probably helped put the list together. I think that one dude, I forget his name. He's got that weird fucking Brazilian name or whatever. We went through the website the one time, and the same thing happened where it was like, yeah, that game's wrong. Like whatever they put on it about that game was like completely wrong. Like you could just tell they've never played this game because like the information that was about it was like completely fucking wrong. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the Tuesday Night Grift. This will be a grifting tradition every week on Tuesday. Perhaps Perp will come back or Aaron. Who knows? But we've stole it. It's ours. Cope, seethe, oink, and squeal. We are not leaving it. Aaron, where can we find you? What are you going to be up to?
You can find me on my channel, Aaron Will Order. I was scheduled to do a stream about 15 minutes ago, but Tony invited me on, so I might move it to a little bit later tonight. If you want, I do have a branch, so I actually crippled my YouTube channel.
Put your YouTube channel in there.
Let me go. Yeah, I gotta go to it, then I'll put it in the chat.
Do something, Aaron, is what I'm saying. Now, thank you for being here, Aaron. We appreciate it. I'm going to put you in the room.
I was just going to talk about Spider-Man, and I'm sure, Tony, on Saturday, you're probably going to talk about PS5 Pro.
No, I'm not. I'm mad at that.
Oh,
I'm mad at it, too.
You guys didn't like it?
No, I'm going to have to buy it now.
I'm
going to have to buy my entire staff a PS5 Pro so that we all have the same gaming equipment. That's like 5 PS5 fucking 5 PS5 Pros I have to buy now.
Do you know
one for me, one for Finbar, one for TJ, one for Potion, who's barely here, and then one for Daily.
Potion's gonna take it. Potion probably throw it away. He's an Xbox.
Okay, so 4. I gotta buy 4. Still, it's terrible. I don't have to buy any. You know what? I'm just gonna call Sony and be like,
you know how much?
Could you just send me some fucking PS5 Pros?
So
can you do that?
Chat,
Cabrutus, that's the name.
I live in Canada. The PS5 Pro is $950 Canadian.
Damn. But all right, thank you for being here, Aaron. I'm kicking you out. Bye-bye. Perp, where can we find you? What you gonna be up to?
I don't want any of you guys coming near me, so leave me alone. No, I'm just kidding. Little Movie Perp. My channel. Just write that. You'll find it. I mostly talk about horror films and Asian action films. But stay
not Asian horror.
Yeah, horror. That counts as horror. Yeah, Asian, but Asian
the action is only Asian. You only like
because like
you got like yellow fever for action, right?
Yeah, well, they have a lot more. Like over here, you have to wait a little bit. It's like every once in a while you get an action film.
You hear that, guys? He don't like waiting. He's impatient. He wants.
I'm very impatient, dude. I watch movies without subtitles sometimes.
You want to love you long time? Need that Asian action? Got it.
Shut up, Tony.
All right. Thank you, Movie Perp. I'm glad you're here. I'll put you in the room too. That way, if you ever want to come back on the Tuesday Night Grift, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Perp's out of here. You know you can find me here all the time. We're going to be doing great things, big things on this channel. On Wednesday, we do gaming, so we'll be gaming tomorrow. Every Tuesday, we're going to be grifting. Friday's Frogman. I told you, big things coming on this channel. We stole. We're stealing. I don't fucking know. But we took this fucking thing. It's ours now. And who knows what else we're going to steal? Who knows what other shows we're going to take? Perhaps we're going to take Friday Night Tights. You ever think of that? We might. Who knows? You never know. But thank you for joining us and enjoy your music on the way out. Vito, can you sing us away?
Come on, baby, let's do the grift. Oh, come on, baby, let's do the grift. Take me by my little hand and grift like this. Grift